So I don't know how long this is going to take, but just let's go with the flow. So welcome back if you're coming back, and welcome if it's your first time. We're sharing guidance and everything to do with life. So making assumptions over how or what you think someone is sometimes can be very destructive if you don't do your research thoroughly and get all the facts right before making your judgment over the person. Because, for example, for some of you, you might be trying to tell your story to a person who has authority, but a group of people are trying to do their level best to cause distractions and make the person not listen to you. They want you to stay in the background so that you shut up and don't tell your story. These people are afraid that if you tell your story, they would lose the influence they have over the authority figure and will lose all the favors they get from the authority figure. And they think that you wanting to tell your story is just because you want to take their place, and it's not true. Well, you have no eye on anyone's position. All you want to do is to be able to express yourself clearly and make people aware of why you are there. And you want to remove misconceptions and judgments made over you. And it's not like you're so eager to want to do this. It's just that you're guided to do this because some people are taking advantage of your silence and making up all kinds of stories that were not true. And you want to tell the truth, but you're being challenged. You want to make this clear, and it's not with an intention of wanting to attain anything from the authority figure or anything like that. Because that is what the others are doing. They want to attain things from the authority figure. That is why they're creating stories about you. You just want the truth to be known. And these other people cause distraction because they don't want the truth out, because they're afraid they would get punished for slandering you. And they want to avoid that. And you don't even have any intention to have anyone punished. You just want to be understood, and that is all. But our authority figure is getting influenced, thinking that the other people knew better because those people are his comfort zone. He is used to them. He knows them, but he doesn't know you. And yes, a part of him wants to listen to you, to the truth that you want to be talking about. But looking around at all the distractions, he's made to feel weary and tired by the drama caused, and he's getting impatient about the whole issue, which he just wants to be done over with so that things could keep moving. And there is a lot done to give a bad impression to you, who seems not to be getting a chance to express yourself in a comfortable way. Because there seems to be always an interference of something. And in such a situation like this, whoever this authority figure, whoever you are, whoever this authority figure is, I'm trying to address him. They don't know, they might get to miss out a lot of valuable information about whom they have made assumptions about. And later on, they might end up regretting about it. And who knows, maybe God sent you to them so that you can help them out with something they're feeling stuck with. Because it is obvious they need to hear your part of the story. Okay, I get it. Sometimes there are some people who might be looked upon to by everyone else around them as a person of wisdom, and who knows what they are thinking or doing. But sometimes there are situations and places where you might not really have all the authority that you think that you have, and the persons you might be judging in a negative way and overlooking might be having more authority than you do. And it just would not hurt to humble yourself and take a step back and be flexible enough to try and listen to what they want to express about what they have, or maybe even rectify the misunderstanding that had been spread about them. Sometimes people of authority can get influenced by other people who really don't have good intentions, and they may cause a lot of confusion and damage around it, around anything or anyone whom they are trying to intentionally be made to look bad or be seen in a negative way. And just because you might not have got a good first impression about the person does not mean that that is just how the person is. Whatever the story or stories that are being told around that person, it is always wise to listen to all parties involved. However, generally, when it concerns a person whom people are new to and they have not really experienced that person, misjudgment over the person is usually made, and the people whom are usually seen to be familiar get the upper hand in being listened to better than the new person. Change is something most of us shy away from, because as human beings we are programmed to feel comfortable with that which we are used to. And when change comes, it frightens us and makes us sort of feel insecure and get skeptical about whatever that which is being presented to us. Human beings are like being comfortable, and always, human beings like being comfortable and always look for ways to stay comfortable in their comfort zones. And that is the reason why human beings, not always, but generally, do not attempt to take or accept anything that might look risky in their perception. And that's what our authority figure is doing. Because the people want to see that which they are used to They want it to be kept continued on, because change means making an effort to start learning something all over again. And some folks get wary over the whole idea of putting an effort to do something which they are not sure they are willing to do. It's sort of like trying to avoid something that they think would stress them. They're just trying to avoid stress. But sometimes that stress is necessary to be able to do the right thing and to get to the truth of things. For mature people, yes, it might seem tiring, but when it comes to make a judgment over something that needs to be addressed to, effort needs to be made to regard the issue and look it up, or just give space to listen and observe that which is supposed to be presented for the real truth to come out. Walking around with being narrow-minded and thinking you already have all the facts and you know what you know, no, that can make people lose a lot of things. Because when the truth finally comes out, you get to regret that you were not patient enough to have considered to listen to what you should have listened to. And there are also signs that God is showing you that you might be wrong to misjudge, but you might just need to shift your mindset and shed off the narrow-mindedness and be open to new things that could end up being a blessing to you. I'm addressing the authority figure. They never know what could happen, but it does not hurt to listen to all the facts and make your judgment after assessing what has been told. It only needs a little bit more of patience and understanding. I mean, you could have been in their shoes. How would you have felt experiencing what they were experiencing, all the conflict, all the confusion and chaos and distractions? And it's up to people to make a choice of being empathetic. Not everyone can do that, especially people who feel tired about things in their lives, or People who feel entitled to something, it's hard for them to feel empathetic in any way. And I hope that helps. We need to perceive things differently sometimes, otherwise we could lose so much value. So may God always guide us to do the right thing. Amen. So see you in the next one. Have a great day with much love. God bless.